Okay, so why are we all here? Well, we're all here this evening to learn about crazy ad profits, also known as C.A.P.S. 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 There's a few things I need you to know first of all. C.A.P.S. is not a revenue sharing platform. The idea came from revenue share. Revenue sharing platforms, advertising and revenue sharing platforms are very, very popular because they offer the less experienced marketer the ability to earn money, which is what attracts a lot of less experienced, networkers to go for ad share platforms because they don't like having to recruit. The average person can recruit one, maybe two members, okay? Mostly one. So that's what attracts people to ad share platforms. But unfortunately, ad share platforms, standard ad share platforms, never have and never will last. They are fundamentally flawed. And I know that because I ran one, okay? Up until maybe start of 2016, I ran a platform called Mobravis. And I started Mobravis with the best intentions in the world. We bought an off-the-shelf script, first mistake that we made. And from there, it was not mistake, but it was issue after issue. But the mathematics is what makes it not work, okay? I'll explain how that works in a minute. But unlike other ad share owners and advertising and revenue share platforms, admins, I decided, no, I'm not going to just start another platform. And we've taken a year of custom coding to create the C.A.P.S platform. So the first thing I need you to forget is that C.A.P.S is not, forget rev share, okay? Because if you try and compare C.A.P.S to revenue share, you will confuse yourself. Pretend that you're brand new to the industry and that I'm going to show you something for the first time. Forget rev share, because this has taken the rev share model, created a hybrid, okay, and it's created something controllable, not sustainable. Because if anybody tells you something is sustainable, they're lying, okay? Even the oil in the ground is unsustainable. One day the world will run out of natural resources. Gold, it will run out. Oil, it will run out. Gas, it will run out. Everything has a shelf life. But what we do here at C.A.P.S, what no revenue share platform has ever done, is we control the revenue and we control the people. And by doing that, we can create a platform where we can guarantee something that no revenue share platform can ever guarantee. We will guarantee you that you will always walk away with what you are owed. Here's what happens in a revenue sharing platform, okay? This is the company, okay? I'm going to have to make these lines thick because this marker's quite thin. So that's the company, and I'm assuming you can kind of see it. But what we'll do, just for argument's sake, at the moment, we're going to zoom in on that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Go to controls, zoom in. Let's come back to the camera. I'm hoping you're seeing this the right way around because I'm seeing it in reverse on my camera. Is everybody seeing this the right way around? Yeah, good. Okay, that's me being Irish. Sorry about that. So here's what happens in a revenue sharing platform, okay? Let's say this is the company and this is the first line to the company and this is A, member A, okay? Now, member A refers you, okay? Now, when member A refers you pay, let's say, $10 for an ad pack, and you want to get $11 back, okay? 10%, right? So what happens is, from the $10, this member takes $1, the company takes $1, right? Which takes that. That's no longer, the company no longer have $10. Now they've got $8, okay? So the company have $8, they owe you 11, right? That's a $3 minus, okay? They're $3 in debt with the first sale, okay? Now, let's just do some mathematics and I'll explain why these companies cannot sustain, okay? Let's say a platform has 10,000 members, right? Multiplied by, let's see, 10,000 members. Let's say every member's got 100 packs. No, let's say every member's got 10 packs, right? So 10,000 members times 10 packs, $100 worth of packs each, right? That's $100,000. That's 100,000 packs, sorry, right? 100,000 packs times $3 debt on each pack. That's $300,000 of debt with just 10,000 members with 10 packs each. Now remember, these companies tell you to work your way up and get to 1,000 packs. Okay, so let's multiply that by 990. Okay, then you're talking over $2.9 million. Actually, I think that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, over nearly $3 million just by everybody at 10,000 network trying to achieve their, what they've been told to do. Get as many packs as you can. So that system can't work. Where's that $3 million going to come from? Every time an ad pack is purchased, the system gets more and more and more and more in debt. But here's the problem. The problem isn't with the pack purchasing. The problem is with the money that the system has. So let's say you've got 100,000 packs in the system. 1, 2, 3, 100,000. And you have to pay each pack 0.05 cents a day, about 5 cents a day, 0.05. Let me see, I'm crap with a calculator. 100,000 times, say, hang on, I need to do something. I'm absolutely diabolical at maths, okay? I was just looking at magnetic strips. Next time we're going to use magnetic strips for the board. It'll make it much easier to see. Let's see. Okay, so what you've got is 100,000 packs, and each pack has to be paid 10 cents a day, right? So 100,000 packs times 0.10 equals, that's $10,000. But then you have to look at the cost of the packs, okay? So then you've got $10,000, and you then need $10,000 more to pay members every single day their revenue share. And to get that, you need to sell 1,000 packs new to new members, not old members, every single day. The debt compounds at the same rate as the packs, and it can never, ever be sustained. So what happens is, one day the website goes down, a problem happens, the server goes down, and the networks start to panic because they've seen it so many times before. They think maybe they're having problems. They're going to stop paying out. They're going to collapse. It's going to happen again. Traffic monsoon, my advertising pays, my pay and ads, ultimate rev share. They all had a fantastic story, some of them with different bells and whistles to make it look better. Look at USI Tech. USI Tech's still there, but it started with an ad share model, and now they've converted over to the token model or something. I don't pretend to know the detail, but they have lots of different, you can put whatever spin you like on it, but a rev share is a rev share, and that math will never stack up. Every sale creates a debt. So what we do in C.A.P.S is we've created a unique system that will never pay out more than we take. And it's a much better system because in a rev share, let's say this is you, and you introduce a few members. Each time one of these members purchases a pack, you earn 10%, okay? But you can only do that from your front line. And if you don't have any front line, and you're not a good recruiter, then you earn zip from there, and you only earn revenue share. We have created a system that will guarantee you will always walk away with what you earn. I'm not going to guarantee you that sales won't one day stop, okay? The idea here is to create minimal risk, and your absolute maximum risk in C.A.P.S is $20. That's it. You will never be able to lose more than $20 in C.A.P.S. You could lose $20, and I'll explain how in a moment, but that's your maximum risk. Now, you look at other rev share platforms, or not, you look at rev share platforms, and they encourage you to build your packs, build your packs, build your packs, and build your packs. We turn it around. We make sure the profit is in the system before you decide to access that profit. Let me show you how it works. So in C.A.P.S, we have what's called ad packs, okay? An ad pack is pretty much what you expect it to be. It has 100 advertising credits, right? And we'll just put that 100C for 100 credits, okay? In fact, I'll write it in because I might forget myself later what that was for. 100 credits. That allows you to advertise on our platform. You will have 100 credits to advertise in the website rotator. We do not sell banner ads. We have a traffic exchange feature, but that's not what we're here to learn about now, okay? So in each ad pack, okay, there is something that you need. But let me explain how the money is made before I tell you what's in this pack that you need. Every time when you join and you pay your initial $20 for 2 ad packs, you will create your position in the binary, okay? And when you do that, your upline here, okay, will get 16 points because you purchased 2 ad packs. Each of these ad packs, okay, every ad pack costs $10. My writing is appalling. $10, and it contains 8 points. Why does it contain 8 points when it's $10? Well, because the company, okay, take 1, okay, and the referrer takes 1. We do not work with fake money. We work with 100% legitimate, real money all the time, and that's what helps this system guarantee that you will never lose your revenue like you do in other ad share platforms. Now, if you buy 2 ad packs, which is the minimum start, your upline gets 16 points. Now, this is important. Let's say you're very, very quick at referring 2 people, okay? You refer your first affiliate, okay? And he buys his 2 packs, he will get you 16 points, right? You refer your second, and he will get you another 16 points when he purchases his 2 ad packs to get started. Purchasing 2 ad packs will create your binary position, okay? If you're not in the binary, you don't earn. Now, I hate binaries, okay? I absolutely hate them. But that's why we designed this one to be a lot different. Now, if you personally referred this member and you personally referred this member, then you will earn 10% every time that person buys an ad pack. So you've got 16 points there, 16 points there. You'll have earned 10% on 2 ad packs from both sides, okay? But you'll also get 16 points. Now, here's the good part. When you have 14 points on the left and 14 points on the right of your binary tree, okay, you will get what's called a binary block. But for this, visual representation, I'm going to draw it as a little treasure chest, okay? Let's pretend for a moment that this is a little treasure chest, but it creates a block, okay? Now, the problem with the block is that the block is locked, okay? Every binary block is locked when you get it. Because what this allows us to do is to encourage members to engage in the platform more and advertise more, okay? 14 left, 14 right, you get a block. So what happens here, okay, you've got 16, that 16 goes away and you have 2 points left. This 16 goes away, okay, and you've got 2 points left because you take 14 away. You'll see in your back office your numbers of points will fall. And that's because every time you get a block, it takes the points away that created it. Now, how do you open the block? Well, here's the cool part, okay? Every time you buy an ad pack, you get, I'm not very good at art, okay, but let's just draw this and pretend that's a key, right? Every time you buy an ad pack, you get a key. Now, if this ad pack cost you $10 and you got the key, then this binary block contains $12. Every binary block contains $12, okay? So, you take the key that you got in the ad pack and you open the block. If you open the block, you equal $2 profit. Why is it only $2 profit? Well, if you look at it from a monetary point of view, if you were looking at accessing, acquiring keys, then it costs you $10 to get the key, There's $12 in the block, so there's $2 profit. Now, here's the good thing, okay? I said that we turn it around. We make sure the profit's in the system before you decide whether you want to take the profit. When you open a block, that money is yours. It is locked to you. You can withdraw it right away. If you want instant payments, you can have instant payments, but you have to pay a 5% quick release fee. If you want delayed payments, it pays at 24 cents a day over 50 days. Most rev shares, you have to wait 100 and however many days, okay? So, open the block, you get $2. Now, $2 isn't that much, but by leveraging the system, we've been able to make the system 300 times more profitable, okay? Because let's say this is you, okay? You get points from here, you get points from here, points from here, points from here, points from here, okay? Every time somebody down this line, anywhere in your network, purchases a block, you will always get the points down to infinite levels. This is what happens in a standard revenue share platform. You earn on your front line, okay? We don't do that. You build a network, you will earn from your entire network, which pretty much, depending on how active you are, can allow you to write your own check. $20 start, maximum risk $20, because here's how. You've purchased this position, okay, well, you've purchased your advertising package, so we gave you a complimentary position in the binary. You referred to people, and your maximum was $20. They bought their packs, okay? You've got 2 keys because you bought 2 ad packs to start, and you decide to open the block. The money is there for you to unlock before you have to pay anything. So let's say you've used up your keys, you've got none left, okay? And let's say down here, okay, these members all balanced out for you, right? And you've got, let's say you end up with 16 points there, 16 points there, 16 points there, and 16 points over there, okay? So 16 and 16 is 32, 32 and 32 is 64, but you balance it, so it's on this 32 points here. I don't want to confuse you, right? And I know I'm getting that way now. Every time you balance, you would simply take 32 divided by 14 is 2, right? So you divide it by 14 equals 2 blocks. So now you've got 2 blocks, but you've got no keys. How do you open the blocks? Because you've got 2 of these waiting for you to open. You simply go and you buy 2 more of these. Buy 2 more ad packs, open 2 more blocks. $24 in profit minus the cost. Now there is also free ways to get keys. You don't have to buy packs, okay? There's free ways to get keys, and we've also got mega packs. As you progress, you will have more blocks than you have keys to open, okay? You will have more blocks. It's happening to me. I have an account. Everybody has an account. Right now I've got more blocks than I have keys. So my next stop will be to buy a mega pack, okay? Mega packs are quite simple. You get more value for money. Mega packs can contain up to 2,000 points where somebody in your network buys them. Work out the maths on 2,000 points. Balance that on both sides, divide it by 14. Divide 2,000 by 14, see how many blocks you will get there. It's a very, very powerful system, okay? You can get up to 2,000 points in mega packs, and you can acquire the keys. If you do it at a cost per key evaluation, then you can get the keys for as cheap as $3 per key. So if you've got $12 in a block, and you've got the activity in your network, you can buy a mega pack. But what we've done with the mega packs, it's meant to be an ethical platform. We've restricted what mega pack you can buy. Because if you don't have the activity in your network to, use all the keys in the packs, then there's no point in you having that pack. And we don't want rogue uplines making you buy a pack that you don't really need. But these offer better value for money. So if you have, if you're getting the keys for $3, then you're earning $11 per block. Sorry, I'm a liar. 7, 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm crap at maths. $9 per block, okay? Now, if you look at that, earning $9 per block multiplies, you know, the profit that you can make. But the good thing about our system is you do not earn, this is you here, okay? Money for you in a rev share platform, you earn on the packs that you buy. No. That's illegal for a start, okay? Because if you earn on something that you've purchased, it's a security. And the SEC, that's the main reason these companies, the SEC and the trading standards and things like that go after these companies. Because if I go and buy shares in a company, I will earn dividends every month or every quarter. There's nothing different to the rev share model. You're earning on what you purchased yourself. There's no sales activity in a standard revenue share model. In our system, you only earn on genuine sales of advertising services. So when you sell this person some advertising and this person some advertising, you are creating sales volume in your network. Okay, it's about like MLM, really. So our system is totally unique, but we've taken the same activity and we've turned it into a legitimate business model. Another thing that revenue share platforms, let me just grab a drink here. Another thing that gets revenue share platforms into trouble is the closed loop advertising. The SEC complained that it's closed loop, which means only people in the platform are getting access to the traffic and everybody's just accessing each other's traffic just to qualify for earnings. Well, not here. We have recently acquired a platform. I'll tell you two different things here. We acquired a platform end of last year called 12-Second Commute. Myself and my partner, we were flipping cryptocurrencies and the platform was ready to close down. It's a marketing tools suite. It's a suite of marketing tools, autoresponders, landing pages, all that kind of thing. That platform has over 10,000 pages active online that are member pages. And we have an embeddable widget that we will embed members' banner ads, and we're also working on a pop-up for full website views. We're going to embed that on 10,000 live pages out there on the internet. Also, our members can take our widget and put it on their website. If you have a website, you can qualify for free keys by just taking our widget and put it on your website. So imagine the power of this. The power is absolutely staggering, but the best features of this platform is that you start with $20 and every time you've got 14 left, 14 right, you get $12. How much you pay for the key or how you acquire the key is entirely up to you. You can buy a standard ad pack, you can buy mega packs depending on how many blocks you've got to open. Let's say you end up with 57 blocks. One day you wake up and you've got 57 blocks that you need to open. Your best option is going to be go and buy a mega pack. Go and buy a mega pack because you're going to have much more profit. You'll access much more of the commission share than you would by buying, well, why would you take $2 a block when you can have $9 a block? Okay? Now, one of the most important things, as I said, is people who cannot recruit love revenue sharing platforms. And here's where we become quite interested. I'm going to take this and I'm going to rub this. In fact, yeah, we'll just rub this out too. All right? Now, here's what happens. A lot of people can't recruit, okay? So we force the big marketers to help everybody else in the network. So let's say for a moment, right, that this is you. And let's say you, what the hell is that? You. Right, this is you, okay? Now, let's say you can only refer one person. One person, you can only do one, okay? Remember I said here, if you add them quickly, then you'll get 10%. You get 10% if you refer them and they fall on your front line. But you have to be quick because this system has what's called pass downs, okay? Pass downs, pass down referrals, I'll just put refs. Here's what happens. Let's say you refer your first member, member A, right? And you decide that you're going to work or you're going on a holiday or you're doing something else. When you come back, you look at your binary tree okay, and I'm going to make this one a square, just for illustration purposes, and you've got another member here, but you didn't refer this member. This member came from Bob. Let's say Bob's your upline, okay? Let's just do this. And we'll say Bob is your upline. Bob is an absolute whale, guru, master networker, top recruiter, whatever you want to call him, and Bob can refer 150 people personally. Bob is only allowed to have 2 members on his front line that he can earn 10% from, okay? The other 148 members, okay, have to be passed down. But this isn't spillover like in a normal binary. This spillover qualifies the person who they land under, and it pays the member who they land under. Let me show you. This member came from Bob. This member is yours. This member buys a $10 ad pack. You referred this person, so you get 10%. Okay? This person came from Bob. If this person purchases a $10 ad pack, okay, you will earn 5% sales commission from Bob, from Bob's referral. These are called adopted referrals. Bob had to put them up for adoption. You adopted them, okay? Now, you take 5% sales commission. You don't know Bob. You've never met Bob before in your life, okay? But Bob is doing it for a lot of members because Bob's got 148 referrals that he has to give away, and they have to fall top to bottom, left to right, okay? Bob, 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 Bob. Okay, so it is possible, not guaranteed, it is possible to qualify for binary blocks. How do you qualify for binary blocks? You have to have one position on both left and right side of your binary. Okay? Now, where does the other 5% go? If this member pays 10%, where does the other 5% go? Well, Bob gets 5%. Okay? Bob gets 5%, and that's called TBB. Team building bonus, okay? So if you're a top recruiter, you can earn 5% team building bonus and points from every single person that you recruit. But they will be passed down after your first 2, and they will help others to earn and to qualify in the system. It's not your usual binary. It took a year to develop this, okay? Now, what happens when... I've lost my train of thought. Okay. So, that is how you qualify in the system, right? There is not a system out there that has been designed like this, and it's all based on the same activity. Imagine having, okay, 300 members down here and 300 members down here, and we did have a requirement where you had to have 2 ad packs to remain qualified. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce Friday 1, okay, Friday 1. In MLM platforms, you have to have, they've got what's called an auto ship or a personal volume. You've got BV in an MLM network marketing income plan. You've got business volume, which is sales through your network, and you've got PV, personal volume, which is an auto ship that you have to have every month. We don't have auto ships, okay, but we've got Friday 1. And this is just actually, I just thought about this earlier on. Every Friday, okay, every member who doesn't have an active key, okay, we don't have the key, we covered it up. Every member who doesn't have an active key has to buy one, okay? So let's say 100 of these, let's say only 100 of these members don't have a key, and everybody buys 1 ad pack. You get 100 ad packs worth 8 points each in your binary on a Friday, and the person can use that key anyway to open the thing. So you end up opening the block, and you end up with 800 points. Divide that by 14. You only need to divide 1 because it needs balance, okay? 800, what the hell? 800 divided by 14 equals 57 blocks. Remember that number I said a little while ago? 57 blocks. So you then decide how you're going to access those. All right, let's say you purchase, you think ahead, but let's say you're paying $5 a key, okay? That means you'll make, that's my dog, you probably heard him just now. So if you've got 57 and you're earning $7 per block, All right, you'll make $300, nearly $400, okay? 57 times, if you're making 57 times, I hate calculators, 57 times 7, $399. Boom, done, on a Friday, every Friday. As your network grows, there might be more packs in the system, you'll have new members joining and taking part in the system. But what that creates is, it creates a perpetual motion. Because what happens in a network is people get lazy, okay? If these two members here are making all their money from here, why are they going to participate anymore and offer value and commitment and revenue into the system, into the platform that they're earning from? So by making them buy an ad pack every week, you could call it a little bit of an auto ship, but it makes them always have an active key, and it creates revenue right up the platform. Because if you're not qualified, you won't be able to earn. And that creates a perpetual motion where every week there is a bit of activity in the network and people have to qualify for earnings. That is how the C.A.P.S income plan works. If you want to bring it down to real simple maths, whoever's watching this video can pause it, okay? We force the big networkers to help smaller members qualify. It is possible to receive 2 pass-down referrals. And if you get 2 pass-down referrals, you will earn 5% sales commission every time they buy packs. So it is possible, not guaranteed, for me to come into the C.A.P.S system and start, this is me, and I'm just going to sit here lazy and not do anything, or not lazy, I'll try, but I never seem to have much success in recruiting members on their platform. That's why we've made the objection barrier very low. $20. That's your maximum risk. Because the next time you need keys, the blocks will already be in the system. Here's how it will go after your first. A is blocks. B is keys. Get the blocks, get the keys, unlock the blocks, take the profit. It's not, money and hope what comes next. Let's just buy packs and hope that the platform sustains long enough for me to get my money out. I don't care if you make $10,000 from this platform. In fact, let's make it $100,000. I'm not saying that you're going to make that. That is not an income projection of any sort. But if you manage to make that from this system, okay, you are guaranteed to receive it. If you're paranoid about not getting paid, take instant payments. Okay? Withdraw every week. Instant payments, but you must pay a 5% quick release fee. That is categorically your money and nobody can take it away from you. That's why we allow you to withdraw it instantly if you want, but work out the math on the extra 5% over 50 days and you'll see it can be quite beneficial, but it's a personal choice. This is me, okay? But I'm gonna do nothing. And one day I come in and I've got this member here, member A, and I go, cool, I never referred them. But I've also looked at my back office and I've got 10%. So I've got like $1, in fact $2. I've got $2 in my back office because this person bought 2 times the ad packs to get started unlocking their binary position. It's a perpetual motion system. We take care of people and we take care of revenue. We never pay out more than what we take in. And it's a reward system that has been designed to be safe, as low risk as possible, and transparent. I'll explain that in a moment. Now, I come on another day and I see member B, and I've made another, no, I'm a liar, it's 5%. I make $1 there, and I make $1 here because they're pass downs, okay? I'm sure one of you might have picked up on that. That's me qualified, and I've done nothing. Because people like Bob, who are big recruiters, they have to pass down. They have to. They still get paid for it and team building bonuses, but now I'm qualified. And I qualify for binary blocks. And every block I buy a key, and that money is mine. It can never be taken away from me. I can take it instantly if I want and pay a 5% quick release fee to the platform. It's the same activity. We've just created monetary control with a binary accounting system or a binary tree, and we've created people control. Instead of all the big marketers making all the money, we're forcing those big marketers to share that success with the passed down referrals here. I never refer to any of these people, but I make 5% each time they buy a pack, which gives me money to spend on more packs in the system to help me advertise my primary business more. Now let me tell you something really, really important. C.A.P.S is not an opportunity. It is not a business opportunity. It is a multi-level affiliate program. Do I expect you to join this platform and work full-time on this platform and nothing else? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. C.A.P.S is funded advertising. That's all it is. Whoops. Funded advertising. You have a primary business. You're probably already involved in one. That is what we are. Yeah, there's a really, really important thing that you get with a computer. It's called a charger. And I never plugged mine in. I had it. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. So sorry about that, everybody. Can't hear you. Refresh. Anybody who can't hear me, try refreshing your screen. And you should be able to hear me okay. Let me see. Try and get rid of this chat for now. Okay. So where was I? I've lost my pen. It's in my back pocket. I'll just get a drink. So we have funded advertising here in C.A.P.S. What would you rather have? I can guarantee you that new platforms are going to come along, okay? New platforms are going to come up all the time, especially with crypto. Everybody is crypto crazy. Everybody wants Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. And people will do anything to get it, okay? But what we wanted to create was a safer, low risk, okay, guarantee for members and an ethical, transparent platform, okay? Why the hell do you spell transparent? There you go. I'm dyslexic, by the way, okay? Jane, who's on the call, does all my spell checking for me, and I can tell you it keeps her busy because I can't spell. Transparency. How do we guarantee transparency? Recently, there was a platform, and they said that they sustained their platform by mining, okay? I won't name the platform. They said that they sustained everything by mining cryptocurrencies. I won't go into the maths of all that, okay? But what members had to do was take the word. They had to just believe what they were told. Those days are gone. No one believes what they're told anymore, especially when it comes to making money online, and especially when it comes to platforms like this, of this style. So many people have been burned. They won't. It's hard to get people to look at platforms like this. But that's why we've got the rejection barrier low, okay? Not many people will reject $20. And we've got the guarantee, and we've got the instant withdrawals that you can take. The money is yours. We've got the perpetual motion in the system where members continually have to buy with the Friday one. We've created the best possible system that we could. But how are you supposed to believe us? I don't expect you to, because if it was you standing here telling me that you had created a much safer platform, I'd be going, yeah, right, okay. I wouldn't believe you, because I've been stung so many times in the past that that's just how it goes. So what we have is we have a member council, okay? This is cool. A member council, C-O-U-N-C, someone spell council. Is it I-L or C-L or E-L? Jane, how do you spell council? C-O-U-N. IL. I always get that wrong. Now, member console. How does the member console work? Level 1 in the binary, level 2 in the binary, level 3 in the binary, level 4 in the binary, level 5. Level 5 is the console level. Okay? 2, 4, 8, and 11. It's level 4. 16. Ignore that. There are 16 console positions, and every single member of the platform gets a voting token. Okay? A vote token. And every 3 months, the council is re-elected. And all you do is you give your token to a member, and at the end of the vote, we know who the winners are. The 16 people, 14, 2 of the admins will always be on the council, not me, I'm not one of them. Every time a vote happens, the council changes. The 16 members are in the binary, and they're qualified because obviously the next level down is filled as well. Those 16 positions all earn commissions and binary blocks as well, okay? That creates the council fund, okay? And what happens in the council fund, it's just a bonus pool. We do not know how much will be in it, but that bonus pool is divided between the 16 council members every month. In fact, 14. Admins do not get a share. That would be unethical. What does a council have to do? Every single month, there will be a council webinar. And that council webinar, we have no way of knowing who will become the council members. We have no way of messing with it, adjusting it, fixing it, nothing. It will be live and it will be transparent and it will be able to be seen. Okay, and the top 16 will always be shown and members will be able to view it. Every month there'll be a council webinar with the admin team and the owners. And the admin team and the owners will do a 100% transparent walkthrough of everything in the platform. The council will be shown deposits in all cryptos. Mainly at the moment it's Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're talking about putting in coin payments as well. But everything that needs to be verified by the council will be verified by the council. No request is allowed to be denied. We will show everything that the council wants to see so that the 16 members of the member council can then hold a webinar with the entire network and they can say, we have seen it all. We know how much they have in funds. We know what members were moved around or kicked out. We know what the deposits were this month. We know what the withdrawals were this month. We know it all. And that is 100% transparency. We don't expect you to believe the admin team, the owners. Believe the council. Council is made up of normal average members, and the council are in charge of certain things as well. If we have any rogue members, unethical members who are doing things they shouldn't be, they'll be put on a ban list, but at the next council meeting, the council will vote whether the members should be banned from the platform or not. Any changes that we plan to make to the platform or additions to the platform, the council will vote on whether those changes should be added to the platform or not. Now, the veto on that, the override, is that if they're an absolute requirement for the platform, technical upgrades or anything like that, there's no vote required. But if it's member ideas that have been brought to the council, you might have an idea of something to add to the platform, then the council will vote on whether to introduce your idea to the platform. And we'll code it out, as long as the council vote to code it out. You could say that we have a decentralized member council, or a decentralized, partially decentralized admin team. So we have absolute transparency, we have a guarantee, we have instant withdrawals if you want it, we have payments down unlimited levels in your binary. I don't care if it's level 1000, if you manage to get that many, okay, if there's a pack purchased on that level, you will get 8 points. It is much, much more powerful than a revenue share model. And with the pass downs, we help the platform grow. Now, On level 3, there are 4 positions out of the 8, okay, that are used for advertising. These IDs go into an ad fund, okay? Now you might think it's funny, an advertising platform, advertising itself. Well, everything needs advertising, okay? The revenue that's in these 4 IDs will be placed into the ad fund. And every time it reaches a significant amount, and I say significant because we're going to advertise on big platforms. I know for an absolute fact it costs about $8,000 to advertise a banner on CoinMarketCap, okay? Sorry, $8,000, not $1. So when this fund achieves $8,000, the platform will promote on CoinMarketCap and websites of that caliber, if you like, really, really high traffic platforms. And when a member comes to C.A.P.S to join, if they type in the toplevel.com, okay, with no referral, if there's no referral, they will not be able to register. We will advertise this from the ad fund on CoinMarketCap and big websites when the fund is available. Again, all transparent. The council can see how much is in the ad fund, and even the council can select what platforms to try and advertise on. If there's no referral, you cannot register. You cannot register. So what a member comes to our advert on CoinMarketCap or places like that, they click the link and they get a big no. You need to find a referral link. So that member then goes online to find a referral link. So make sure you've got your links out there. IBO Toolbox, Better Network, forums, Moneymaker Forum, Moneymaker Discussion, create your own blog, create your own pages, create your own videos, index them in Google, because you can harness, this traffic for yourself, for your own team building. Folks, that's pretty much C.A.P.S. What we are thinking about introducing is, earlier on I talked about the treasure chest, and a good friend of mine, Chris Cronin, he suggested turning the packs into chests and putting a locked icon on them all. And then we have keys, advertising keys we're thinking about changing it to. And it's not because it needs change, it's because it makes the platform easier to understand. Okay? And then we were going to have coins. That's very bad drawn, but... So this might be the new system in a week or so. We don't know yet, we haven't decided. I'd like the member council to actually vote on it. We will be picking member council very, very shortly. If you're actually interested in being in the member council, we have to nominate the first council because we haven't got enough members to vote. So if you're interested in being in the member council, send a donut. Obviously can hear you, or you wouldn't know if you can. All right, so I am a donut. I was really behind schedule today. You want to see me running around here like a madman trying to set all this up. Yeah, if you want to be in the council for the first council, now please note that you may not be in it after 3 months. To be in the council, you have to have a profile photo in your bio. You have to have a short biography of yourself. And you have to have a Skype ID. Because if you're going to take a share of the council fund, then you don't get it for nothing. If you're going to be a council member, you have to represent members. So if a member has an issue, they can come to you. Maybe they've sent a support ticket, they've been told that funds are missing, maybe we can't track it down, members' funds aren't going to go missing, but if they ever do, I'm just making an example of a problem. And maybe forget that the funds go missing. Any member who's not satisfied with a resolution that we give them, you can take that problem that you have to the council and you can make the council raise that issue, okay, at the next meeting. Maybe you have a referral who was supposed to sign up with you, but they went onto the internet, they seen a video, and they clicked on the link below that, and they signed up below that. We have a strict policy of no moving genealogy because it messes up the database. But we will listen to what the council says. We will soon be drawing up what the council can and cannot dictate, but that will need to be discussed with the first council. And we're going to set, you know, I forget the name of it. There's a name for it, but a manifesto, is that the right word? Don't know. When we have the first council meeting, we will decide on what the council can and cannot do. But we think we've got an absolutely fantastic system here. It took a year to put this together. It's a no-brainer, really. $20 rejection barrier. All you have to do is get over that $20 rejection barrier. Why? Because when they've got one front line, two front line, okay, they get their first payment anyway. They'll see how it works. They'll have 2 keys from that. But as the activity comes down, it will become blocks first, keys second. So what it really means is money first, cost second. Or profit first, cost second. Nothing like a rev share platform. Nothing. It's unique, it's perpetual, it's sustainable, it's transparent, it's got a council, we've got the ad fund, you've got the pass downs, you've got pretty much everything in there makes this an absolute no-brainer. Now, I don't want to make this run on too long. Does anybody have any questions that they'd like to ask? Do you have this presentation in English? Okay, folks, that seems to be the end. Thanks very much for taking the time to come along. I'll put this all together this evening and we'll have it available. I have to chop both parts together and cut it out. And then I'll just cut out anything that's not relevant, just shorten it up for people that you're showing it to. In fact, we'll put the full one up just for absolute transparency. We'll put the full version up and we'll put the shortened version up as well. Just cut out the gaps. So that's C.A.P.S. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. See you on the next webinar.